Hello, hello, hello! I am the jazziest AAA battery this side of the county line, or just Jazz for short, and welcome to another Scarlet Owl Tavern at 12 frames per second. I am joined today by the one and only,
Hello, hi, my name's Cecil. You know me, you must. I'm playing story as I often am.
and I am playing the one and only Khuno. Um, as for, premise today, Khuno was told to watch out for a certain mad inventor. Story has heard quite a few tales and rumors at this point, I'm sure, that the tavern has a new mechanical marvel on their staff. Somehow, by either a miracle or a prank from God, neither of them have ever managed to end up in the same room long enough to notice each other. Until today. So, do you think it's more likely that this would happen in the main chamber of the tavern or in like a side room? What you thinking?
Um, oh man. Honestly, the tavern as a whole has been pretty much Story's home for the past few years now. So they tend to spend the back hallways, the back room, most of the time the lab, maybe the broom closet bar. Um, but it's not it wouldn't be out of the question for them to
Okay.
show up in the
I
front.
just trying to figure out things. If they tend to be closer towards the inner workings of the tavern, then non-zero chance that Kanu's just wandering in one of the storage closets looking for a tool, looking for anything really, because they mostly do generic maintenance. It's
Mm-hmm.
the Scarlet Owl Tavern. Scarlet Owl Tavern. Things break in here, just like a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
even aside from breaking, after the thing has been repaired, you have to clean it all up. So that's
Mm-hmm.
mostly what Kuno does. So they're in a storage closet trying to find something in there. And what do you think Story would be looking for if they come into this room?
Um, oh man.
Do you have any
If it's
idea
the
at all? Or if you
storage,
don't, it's fine. It's just like so.
not particularly, but I like to think
Yeah.
I like to think that sometimes I might have an idea.
All right.
Uh I mean it's completely possible that they really just like left something in here or there's some sort of doohickey or what's it that they need. Like let's say let's say there's a specific type of screw that they left in here. Um or that they know Chloe has recently stocked, that they do not have in the lab right now.
All right. Uh, yeah. So this is one of myriad storage closets. Story comes in here. The done in like in and out. You open the door, and taking up right in front of you, taking up most of your vision. Because I should ask, how tall is Story?
Right.
Vaguely,
Um,
vaguely is fine. Just ish.
mm, that depends on how tall the people around them are. How tall is Kuno?
7'7".
Okay, not that tall. Let's. Uh, hmm, not too short though. They can't be caught being short in front of someone they're not familiar with. So let's
I
go. Let's.
love people getting to realize this. Yes, Kuno is a real kind, and they are very abnormally tall.
I think just instinctively, Story opens the door, notices, oh, there's someone taller than me in here. Gets about 7 feet tall, just to kind of like, we're again not really paying attention to what exactly the height is or who you are just yet. Just there's another person in here.
I can't see their face. Get bigger.
Yeah, I can't see their
And yet,
face. Get bigger. And they just do that. Kind of.
um,
Hmm.
but it still doesn't quite reach. And the figure in front of them kind of stumbles back a little, and so we can hear like it makes a clank and like a hiss. There's gears turning. Um, and the figure's um hi.
Right. Oh, I need oh, what was it? The little ones with the it's kind of like I think they're smaller. I think the smaller ones. I Wait, who are you?
Um, they attempt to like straighten themselves, but again, very tall ceilings. Um,
Hey, who are you?
uh, I'm sorry, I'm Kuno. You?
Give me a minute. Uh, I'm gonna make a roll really quick just to see how I might play this out.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Uh, Story, pleasure to meet you.
Ah, right. Well, you were looking for something?
Yeah,
Let me get out of your way. And they attempt to step. I'm not sure how big this, if this is like a normal closet or if it's like a more bigger storage room, but
I imagine it's like a walk-in closet, not
yeah. So
massive. It's
Kuno
kind
will
of like we
probably
have to
attempt to
scoot
step
around.
out into the hallway
Mhm.
because otherwise they take up a lot of space.
Hang on. You were they're like kind of letting. I don't think Story's actually moving. Um,
Yes, Kuno attempts to shuffle past Story, but like it doesn't work.
yeah. You were so I okay. No. I've seen your name. I've seen your name. I've heard about you. I think maybe I have. I'm not sure.
Uh, yeah. Uh, I was hired as staff recently. I just kind of needed a
Your
place to stay.
staff? No, of course your staff.
Uh,
Kuno?
yeah,
You said Kuno?
Kuno, yeah.
You are very interesting. Sorry.
They make a face at that. They don't. Let me just get out of your way.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. I need to. What was I getting?
You said they were small.
Yeah, something small. What was it? Um,
You've
Screws.
completely forgotten, haven't you?
Screws. They were screws. I think maybe. You. I had a question for you. I think. Wait. No. Yeah. How long have you been here? I haven't seen you at all.
Uh, a few weeks, I guess.
Just a few weeks. Few weeks, and I haven't seen you even a little bit.
Hmm. I,
Okay.
I
Hang on.
haven't really seen you either.
Yeah, and
So
that's astonishing to me. I'm everywhere. Well, I mean, to be fair, I have been working on some stuff.
Kuna blinks for a second and then just kind of files that away in the part of their brain that's just like, that must be a tune thing.
Hmm.
They don't, so
I
they don't say anything aloud, but they just kind of shove that aside. They're not gonna pick at it right now.
Yeah. I think it's at this point where Story's like, "Oh, hey, actually, fine." And they kind of scoot out of the way a little and start digging for the screws. But I,
Kuna sighs, and you can see like just a very small puff of steam come from uh both their mouth and their neck at the same time because they have little vents on the sides of their neck. And they step out of Story's way.
I think they're okay. Let me roll one more thing.
Immediately distracted.
Yeah, no, immediately distracted. I have an idea. Story, how good are you doing? Pretty well, actually, I think. Um, it's obvious that I think they're not exactly hiding it. They are like still kind of looking over at you. Especially after that little puff of steam. But they seem like they're pretty. He's pretty focused on digging for whatever that item was.
uh, do you want any help looking or what?
You know what? Yes, that'd be great. I actually have this place has been so disorganized recently. It's kind of my fault. But it's what is it? Those little screws that are the box should be orange, I think. And it's about this big?
All right. They shrug and kind of step in after and do they do attempt to start looking. Hold on.
Hmm.
Words. I have a thing. Story can make a perception roll
All right,
while
I
this is
will.
happening. While this
Um,
is happening.
I think I want to request a perception from you as well, or insight. Um,
Okay. I can do either of those. It is the same mod in either direction. Is that right in this one? Okay, it is.
oh boy. 11 for Seppi.
Uh, yeah. Hmm. I'm just trying to think of like how to word this
Mm-hmm.
because it's not super high, but it's high enough. So it's like so story. You're like you're you're a mechanic. You're an inventor. You build things. You
Yes,
work with this kind of stuff all the time.
I sure do.
So you kind of have like a sense sort of how things are supposed to like fit together in your head,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something about Kuno makes you it's just like twigging that sense. Like something's just not quite right, but you have no idea what it is. You can't tell, you can't figure it out. It's just something's twigging that instinct of yours.
Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you. Absolutely. I don't think a nine's gonna get you anything
Yeah,
from
that's fair. That's fair.
story.
That's fair. I just wanted to give you like because
Yeah.
it was like it was just barely above 10, so it's like
Hmm.
something you've
There's
no
something
idea
there.
what.
There's something there.
Yep.
Um, and that is bugging the hell out of them. But from Kuna's perspective, she seems to be like again still pretty focused on this one task, finding this item.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roll investigation because it's actually not what story's focused on. Um,
And Kuno is actually attempting to find the thing.
mhm.
So if you want me to roll investigation, I can, or otherwise,
Yeah, if you want
you.
to give it a shot, we can see how long it takes or
What is my
how
mod?
well you're actually like I guess moving through all of this junk.
17.
17. Um, for ease of conversation and to keep you in the room, I'm gonna say you don't find it immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's there's junk.
this is our
There's so much
catalyst right
junk.
now. Yeah, there's a lot of junk. You're kind of like understanding a little bit how the calling it a system would be too much credit, I think. Um, but the way that this things have been placed, the way that things have been thrown, generally, you can kind of imagine the general area where this item might be if it's in here.
They
So,
definitely make a face, but it's like, okay, so if this part is these tools, and then this part is then might be down here, and they like attempt to like crouch down. Again, they take up a lot of space. Um, but as like they do that motion,
hmm.
um, story you just hear a lot of like gears turning and like water rushing and like you can hear the mechanisms inside them just like operating like that.
Does any of it sound wrong?
uh it sounds mostly all right,
Mostly,
but
mostly.
there's something kind of nagging at you. um yeah,
I'd
because
like to.
I'll probably let story attempt that roll again later, but like just for the moment, like it's you
Yeah.
can't quite.
Okay. Hmm. Um. Actually, I was gonna ask if they could kind of like sneak a little closer to try and get a better look at them
Yeah,
while
I'll totally
Kuna's.
let you do that, and you can try and roll again.
Hmm. Just while Kuna's focused on this other thing. That is an
Yeah, that
18
was an
stealth.
18. You think hold on. I tried to fucking remember my lips right. They came in the closet this way, so it would be Kuno's after story would be the right. So you think something in their right shoulder is grinding. It's very faint, but you've worked with machines enough. You think you recognize that something's not quite right. And
Something's not moving correctly in there. Yeah. Oh. Oh boy.
so yeah, like they
Hey.
and like I said,
Mhm.
they crouched a little, so like Story is like on the same level as their arm, which is probably why they were able to hear it better.
I think yeah, no, like Story did move to be a bit closer in height before. I think when Kuno crouches down, they do get a little shorter again. um but yeah, no, I think after like a moment of silent simultaneous searching, uh they kind of like more obviously peek over and go, "Hey, does your sorry, forgive me for asking. Is your arm okay?"
uh, they turn over to look at Story. Like, do they notice Story changing size? Like, is that?
Do me perception if you want. They kind of have been doing it like out of your periphery.
Yeah. Uh, I'll roll for that. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you have noticed.
Yeah. So like they turn over to see Story, and Story is like much shorter. Uh, and that kind of catches them off guard immediately. Uh, it's sorry. I'm. It's nothing. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't sound like nothing. I've
Well,
if you're like injured or I mean, it sounds like something's wrong a little.
it'll it'll fix itself. Okay.
I think so. Do that. They don't fix themselves, especially not. You're real kind, huh?
They shut their eyes. Another soft sigh. Nothing. There's no steam this time. But yes, yes. I look. I'm just gonna be blunt with you. I know what the problem is. I just met you. So, like, I understand if you want to help, but you can understand why I would be hesitant.
I must say, I am. I understand there is a certain amount of trust that you need, but I have qualifications, if that's anything. I work with machines all the time, and I can kind of parse a little bit that I where the problem might be. And if you do want to get that fixed, I can absolutely do that. I can just take a look at it, maybe. I mean, what is the problem? You said you know what it is, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope I don't regret this.
You
Um,
you won't. I am so trustworthy.
uh, so they're both in this little storage closet. Um, and Kuno probably had the door open before.
Hmm.
Um, but like they kind of shut it behind them out of instinct. Um, and I'm trying to figure out how to word this because this is like a thing, and I'm excited. The person am excited, so I'm
Uh huh.
just trying to
Uh
figure. I want to get it right.
huh.
Uh, they hold out their right arm towards Story. Um, uh, palm down, palm down. Um, and Story watches, or like they hear it first. They hear like the maneuvering of all the mechanisms, all the gears and pins, and all the tubes and everything like that. and they watch as Kuno's hand starts to like fold back. Like the tops of the fingers have panels that start to pull, and like the palm, everything starts to pull apart and come up towards like their wrists. Um, and then you watch like everything starts to pull, and then the wrist itself, it just all continues up and slowly like it starts to, like their arm is just straight up like disappearing. Like all the mechanisms are pulling further back inside their body, and
Uh-huh.
about as it gets to like halfway up the forearm, you just um something just snaps and everything slams back into place.
Oh,
And Kuno stumbles backwards and places their other hand on their head.
does that hurt?
And like they're breathing a little heavily, and there's I don't remember the word. Um I tried to maneuver it last night and it didn't, and I it when everything went back, it just takes time to set properly. I'll be all right, but that's I what was it you did earlier with your size?
Hmm? Oh, oh, I was, you noticed. I'm, the, sorry, I don't get a lot of new people asking me about that. Um, I'm a shapeshifter. I can kind of just do that.
Is that the word? I
Shapeshifter?
suppose it would be. That's I'm supposed to do that.
Oh.
It broke.
Oh, oh.
And they gesture at their form here. Or
Uh-huh.
like they just kind of do a big gesture from like their head to their
I see.
it
I
broke.
see. I see. I understand. Okay. Hmm.
So you caught me off guard when you were doing that earlier. Sorry.
No, 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 don't worry. That's fine. That's fine. That's something to start raving about.
I I
Yeah.
can't hear you.
They're kind of like, he's
No,
like,
like
obviously.
Kuno says that in character. Like they start muddling off. It's like I can't hear you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, he's that is also in character. He's kind of like covering his mouth a little bit while he's mumbling. Um, yeah. Don't worry. Hang on. So this is a small little closet. Screw the screws. I can deal with that later. Do you want to visit the lab? Maybe I could see if I can do something about it now.
They you say you mentioned lab and they immediately just they don't like that, but the um
It's a cozy place. It's lovely. I promise.
fine.
Okay, perfect. Yes. I can get the screws later. I don't need to finish that. I don't need to finish this now. It's what next
Kuno's
Friday?
closer to the door, so they'll have to step out, and they do that while Story is muttering.
Yeah. They're well, very animated.
Yeah,
Um, he's like clearly like waving his arms around as he's speaking and not entirely paying attention to you, but still like clearly focused on you. Um, and the sort of like immediate speaking to himself, muttering seemed to have been kind of a cue for you to open the door and let's go.
yeah.
Um, then they do just keep doing that as you step out and they follow. Um, and then like again, still muttering, still like thinking out loud. She goes, "Okay, follow me." And then okay, wait. So if maybe I could, no, but that wouldn't.
If
And
you're
they're,
trying to fix my overall condition, don't.
I'm going to fix the little noise. I'm going to fix the jammed bit. I'm gonna. That's anything. That's fine. Anything you want. me to fix, I can fix.
Um, it's just a thing. Like I don't think they're hiding their emotions right now. So I was
Hmm.
like, do you want? So I was like, do you want to roll insight? It's like I don't. They're kind of they're nervous about this. I'm just gonna be real with you. Uh,
I can
so
show you the other things that I've worked on if you want. I mean, it's fine. I promise. I'm good at this. I've been doing this my whole life.
mm, okay, okay.
I can pinky swear it. I'm
Hey,
attuned.
what?
I can pinky swear it that I know what I'm doing and that I will not put you in harm's way.
Um, yeah. All right.
All right, there you go. See, promise made. Okay, you're gonna love this. This way, come on. And you're practically skipping down the hallway.
The chance will smile behind Story's back, and they
Mhm.
follow along.
Right. Again, still kind of like saying nothing out loud. He guides you through the halls, and through this other. I believe I've been operating on the assumption for a long time that the lab has its the exit leading into the room closet, and then the second one into the upstairs hallway, or one of them. Um, and I'm pretty sure that's correct. Uh, I think if we're deep in the guts of the tavern, we're probably up in that upstairs hallway, so it's not really a long walk. Um,
Hmm, hmm.
uh, he leads you over to a door that has a big sign now on the front of it that says "Please knock," and then another "Please" underneath it, in smaller text. Um, and he opens it and holds it open for you. Kind of gestures for you to go on in.
I'm presuming they duck to go through the
Oh yeah,
doorway.
no, you would. You probably
Yeah.
have to. You have to duck through most of these doorways, huh?
Yep.
Um,
You're
but
used
yeah,
to
no.
it.
It's. I believe we're entering the lab from Chloe's side, so your first impression of it would be a bunch of alchemy potions, chemistry equipment, the like. Um, all neat and organized, and in its perfect little spots. And then through this near imaginary line, on the other side of the room, Story has kind of like skittered past you pretty much, to lead you further in. To that other side of the room being this mess. I have to say, just mess of mechanics and bits and pieces and parts, and clearly unfinished project, unfinished project, unfinished project, along with a pile of stuff in the corner. Um, it's nicely lit though, and
Sorry,
mhm.
uh, Discord crashed for a second.
Well,
Wait,
okay,
I heard when Story crossed over the line is when everything cut out.
okay. Right. Story kind of skitters past you. There's this sort of like imaginary line splitting the room in two. Um, and the side that Story's leading you over to is just a mess of mechanics and unfinished projects of all sorts. It does sort of, it ranges from clockwork, like you, to, well, straight up computers. Um, it's a lot of disorganized or organized mess, depending on how you look at it. Um,
um,
but it's cozy enough. It's
there's
well
a
lit.
moment where they just like look back and forth between the sides of the lab. Um, but they try to find the place to sit down.
There's a big beanbag in the corner if you want. Other than that, a normal office chair.
They take the office chair.
Okay, it's a bit small for you, but it works just fine. Um, I
If the chair creaks under their weight, there's a solid chance they had said to move to like kneel on the ground.
um okay, hang on. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, it probably creaks. It's not really
Yeah, so, like,
It's
they
well
attempt
loved.
well, yeah, like, they attempt to sit in the chair, immediately realize this chair is not going to hold them, and just get up and kneel on the ground instead. Because Story's trying to work on their shoulder,
Mhm.
so they have to, like, get lower.
Uh, um, okay, hang on. I am gonna step away for like 2 seconds actually. I do need to do something really quick, but I will be right back. It will take
That's alright.
no time at all.
Minor break. How's everyone in the gallery doing? I hope you guys like it thus far. Are they good potions? That's good. That's good. Oh, nice. That was armored. Good luck. Good luck, Jamie. I'm just so excited. Like, I mentioned this in Cecil's DMs a little bit ago, but Khuno's backstory being revealed here is one that I thought would not take very long, and then I got stuck in the dental work dimension, so I couldn't do FPSs. But now I'm here, and I get to be so normal with all of you guys. C'est la vie.
Fucking bug in my water. Anyway, hi.
Oh dear. Yeah, that would do it.
Sorry about that. Um, right, okay.
In lab,
Back on track. In
uh,
lab, Kuno just
yeah,
crouched down.
yeah. Tried to
Um,
sit, realizing that wasn't gonna work. Uh, just moved onto the floor and is currently kneeling on the floor.
oh, you don't have to kneel if you don't want to. I can just, get taller. What I was looking for again? Hang on. I have a toolbox around here somewhere.
Uh, how long do you think this will take?
Let me get a look at it first, and then I'll give you an estimate, huh?
All right, all right.
And Story's just kind of scrambling around the room, again, looking for something. But this is his space. He seems to have a better idea.
Mm-mm.
The scrambling doesn't seem like I'm looking for something specific, more like I'm grabbing different specific items from
Yeah,
different
yeah,
points.
yeah. Every
Um,
so often, Kuno will chance to look back to the other side of the lab, the like
mhm.
neat side, and they just kind of look back, but like they don't say anything about it. It's just kind of what did, and then like they're looking at like the different unfinished project. It's like, what do you usually work on back here?
Hmm? Oh, well, recently, if you're curious, weaponry. But I mean, I've made a few guys. Uh, I um, hmm.
Pardon?
Uh-huh. What? Sorry.
You said you made a few people?
Um. Well, yes, sort of. Um. Had to. Whew, sorry. It's it's kind of. I had to fix up a close friend of mine. A little while back, and I mean, I made my little sibling, essentially. Um. And then
Alright,
there's Clue.
alright.
That's three. 3.5. I don't think Marion counts.
so Kuno has met Marion,
Mhm.
but like some there's- something just clicks into place there. Just uh, they don't. I don't think they voice it because like they're trying to be cordial right now. Um,
You're giving
but
them more than the story's giving you.
huh?
In terms of being cordial and polite, you're doing more for story than they're doing for you.
Yeah. Surprisingly, that is helping a little more than it's hurting.
Mhm.
Um, but that's another thing. Uh, but yeah, could have just had to take them on like you made people, but because again they're real kind, so
Mhm.
that would like they're used to that taking a whole lot more effort.
I mean, I can introduce you to 8 sometime. Actually, I made them before the whole tune stuff. That doesn't matter. Uh, Clue is more recent, and kind of a bit more. And they just kind of gesture at you.
All
You
right,
know, gears
all right,
and the like.
I see.
If you'd like, I can introduce you sometime. But Clue's in my other space right now. I think uh, it was getting in the way. Um, what was I doing?
Uh,
Flashlight, flashlight. Yep. Hang on. Mhm. They dig through another drawer and pull out a little flashlight. And then they finally move over to you. Are you still kneeling?
mm,
Okay. I'm gonna. Shall I do an investigation roll to sort of like get a better idea of what I'm looking at?
um, yeah, you can. And I will say while you're doing that roll, Kuno will attempt to like maneuver their shoulder a
Mm-hmm.
little. 'Cause, like, like, some of the paneling, and stuff, like, even aside from the hand thing they showed story earlier, it can be moved. Like, they're a machine, you can mess with it, so, like, they'll pull their shoulder a little. Uh,
Mm-hmm. That's 23 on the investigation.
yeah. So as Kuno, like, maneuvers their shoulder a little so Story can get a little closer look at the inner workings, um, Kuno, operates on, like, a mixture of, like, what seems like I'm trying to figure out words. A lot of it is like gears and not chains. I can't remember the actual proper word I'm looking for.
I know what you
But like
mean.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And all of that is powered by a system of like water and steam.
Mm-hmm.
Um like they're working on the shoulders so they can't see it specifically, but they can feel like where the chest is, there's like probably a boiler of some kind within. Uh but like the mechanisms that make parts of it are really intricate and parts of it are really simple, like, because you can see into the rest of their arm from where it is, like, the
Mm-hmm.
paneling, like, it's just paneling on top of other machinery, and you can just see. So, like, it's just kind of a weird mixture, um, but Kuno did say, it's not a form they really chose to take, so
Right. Okay. Does it seem like the sort of intricacies and the more simple pieces are working together or against each other in this?
together.
Together? Okay.
Mhm. Like, they function just fine, it's just, like it's just kinda weird seeing the different levels of detail next to each other so close, you know?
Right. Uh-huh.
Um,
So,
but as for, like, the actual shoulder part, you can see it's just we saw when their hands snapped back into place, you
mhm.
figure what happened to their shoulder is the exact same thing, and there's just stuff that's just not quite aligned properly. That's all it is.
Oh, hey, that's simple. Yeah, I can
Mhm.
do that. That's hmm.
It's just in a place that Kuno can't quite reach on their own because of how the paneling is laid out. So
I mean, if I really needed her. Okay, wait. No, this is a simple. I can fish. Yeah, that's. I can fix that easy. That's fine. Um, I mean, is this the only issue you're having?
uh, right now, I think so. I haven't noticed anything else. Um, they lift up their arm again, and I'll let you roll perception or investigation this time.
I'll do an investigation. It's my favorite one. It's +9. It's a 24.
Yeah. So they hold up their arm, and then they hold up their other arm to like compare a little, like they're trying to feel the difference.
Hmm.
Um, you think their right arm is like barely shorter than their left one right now, like by like millimeters. So like it wouldn't have been something anyone could notice normally, but like now that you are looking at them up close and they're holding them out right next to each other, you can see like there's
Okay.
just like a slight size difference.
Oh. Okay. I can deal with that easy. Do you mind? Okay. Is it rude if I ask you, w- uh, where you came from?
uh, I wouldn't know, cause well, uh, I don't. I wouldn't know. They just kind of
Memory stuff, or
no. Well, my first memory is being found from the washed up from the walls of the thing.
the sorry, the thing?
Um, have you heard of trying to figure out how it translates. The Simic? Um,
No.
and I was gonna say I can let story roll history here if you want to. For the record, this is stuff I'm pulling from a normal D&D supplement. It's specifically one of the Magic the Gathering tie-ins.
Okay.
So which is why I'm letting you roll history because
I will do. Yeah.
this is like base D&D. Um, give me like 5 seconds and I can attempt to pull up stuff from the source itself.
Take your time. I'll do a history.
It is
Uh, I do. I think story's also just like kind of. That's an 11 total. I don't know.
yeah.
I think story's also just like actively starting to kind of work on this and
Mm-mm.
plan out exactly how to go about this as they're speaking.
I'm trying to find this player. Which one is it? This one, I believe. Your what's the name of the? Oh, it's Orzo. I'm sorry, I am trying to find the thing.
Take your time. We have all the time in the world.
For anyone curious, while I'm looking at it, it's Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. This is the specific book I'm pulling from.
Hmm.
Um, Zonauts. That's what they're called. That's what they're called. Okay. Um, yeah. So Kuno mentions that their first memory is being washed up on the wall of a Zonaut, and asks Story if they've heard of the Simic Combine.
That is an 11 on history.
Yeah. Um. Then nothing specific. You think you might have heard tales of them before, but you don't quite remember what they were about. And I'm thinking there's a reason I think Story might have heard of them, but you'll
Hmm.
yeah
The word is familiar.
yeah.
Mhm.
but you don't quite remember anything else. Mostly because I don't remember how much of Ravnica stuff exists on the Zatori already, so I want to be careful.
Okay, alright. Um,
It's
you're
it's because
saying that
like
you Mhm.
so I'm pulling from a supplement that has like its own world.
Yeah,
But
mhm.
we have our own planet, and I don't want to overstep. So
Okay.
that's me.
Mhm.
That's me out of character trying to be careful with that. Uh, but
No, this
yeah,
is fine, this is fun. Um, you saying that story might there's a reason that story might no, this is, intriguing. Um,
yeah, we'll see.
we'll see, we'll get there. Yeah, no, but,
If it doesn't come up here, I'm going to DM you later.
okay, please do. Um, yeah, no, story just kind of no, yeah, not really, no. I've
Uh,
vaguely, but
They're
not
one of Ravnica's guilds. Underwater inventors.
underwater inventors.
Yeah, yeah. You
Not
can insight them now, I believe.
okay.
Really, they're just trailing off. Uh,
Not nope, nope, that's a 6. Yeah, no, at this point, you went underwater inventors and he went underwater inventors? Um, the the idea of that is no insight roll required, kind of exciting.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
that
mm,
alongside the focus.
there's they're pretty smart as a guild. It's just kind of not the nicest, you know.
Oh,
So
oh.
caught up in the research and everything, tend to lose track of what's in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's your turn for an insight.
uh, how was it? Not one.
That one? Yeah, okay. Just that's all you get though, then.
They're too caught
Um,
up in their own memories.
mhm. Right, understood. So that guild
Mm.
put you together?
Uh, no. Like they just, like I said, they found me.
Oh, they found right, sorry, I'm
It's fine. It's fine.
fiddling.
Uh, but yeah, I don't really remember anything before then. And I've never met anyone else like me,
Hmm.
so I can't really tell you any cultural traditions or anything of the sort.
Right, right. How'd you find yourself here then?
Uh, just got tired of living down there. I guess. Inside again.
Okay.
And I have to contest that.
You won't find it difficult.
What months? Not great.
Yeah, okay, I think maybe a 12 might beat a 5.
Yeah.
Mhm. Damn it, story!
It's fine. It's a surprise tool that'll help him later.
Okay. Um, oh man, I'm scatterbrained now. I forgot what we had just said.
Story asked how they ended up at the tavern, is what.
Oh, right, yeah, needed to
Yeah.
okay. Um, I mean, that's understandable. A lot of us find our way here. Um, I mean, you've been here a few weeks. Is this, like, recent or
Um, eh. It's
eh?
just it's just hard to tell. Uh, I'm gonna be honest, I'm bad at telling time. Because when you live under the ocean, you can't really see all that sort of stuff. still
Oh, what,
getting
this
used
one?
to it. Um, but I mean, I guess it took 2 weeks before between getting from there to here as well.
Hmm.
Maybe a couple months. Like I said, I don't quite remember the exacts.
Bit of a jump, but yeah, no. I understand. Time has always been so hard to grasp, hasn't it? Um, I mean, listen, you don't gotta spill your guts to me. I'm just working on your arm. Um, Making conversation though, I'm interested.
Mm. I mean, it is interesting.
It is interesting. I mean, hey, I haven't. Okay, listen, I'm gonna preface this by reiterating, I completely know what I'm doing, and I've done this before. Um, but I haven't really had the chance to work on real kind mechanics in a long while. But again, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. I did this forever. It's honestly a treat.
Glad to be of service.
You know, tune mechanics are so much looser. There's not the problems, the troubleshooting, the issues that you have to, the hurdles, all those, that kind of stuff that you need to fix. It's not never as concrete and it's just so loose. I can make whatever by throwing a pile of metal and glue together and believing it might work. That's fine, but it's not really intricate anymore. It's not really challenging or interesting or real kind mechanics. I miss them.
I can understand that, I guess.
Yeah, well, uh,
I'm still getting used to all this tune stuff. I don't really.
mhm.
Eh, the building itself is strange on its own,
What?
much less the inhabitants. I don't. Well, I mean,
No, sorry, I didn't hear what you said. That first part, the building, what?
the building itself doesn't seem to make sense all the time.
Right. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
And forgive me if this sounds rude, but the inhabitants really don't either.
Oh no, I know. I know. I've been here a while. I mean, it does take you a good chunk of time to adjust to the tune stuff. It took me a bit, but I mean, hey, I'm uh yeah, kind of lost that uh oh, I can't find the word. I don't know. You get used to the tune stuff is what I mean.
Good to know.
You're gonna get used to it. It's never quiet.
Sounds like
But
more of a threat than an encouragement, I'm gonna be honest.
sorry. And I'll have to admit I'm half the problem.
Um, just gonna look so her story is working on their shoulder.
I'm hey, no, it's okay. I, I promise you, I told you, I know what I'm doing. I just mean, in general, I.
They start laughing. Uh, yeah, they understand the story means well by this point, so they're just kind of yeah.
Um, I think also, at some point while they're focused on working on this, they have been getting like a little bit smaller, and then they just have to go kind of reset the size. Um, and then I think at one point halfway through the conversation, just like a moment or so ago, they drag over a stool from underneath a table, and again get smaller to just kind of see the intricacies a little bit easier.
As a story drags the stool over. Kind um, so is that involuntary?
What?
Uh, if it's all right for me to ask, sorry.
Sorry, what?
You're you're drinking.
Oh, sometimes. I mean, it's mostly me, but it's been a little bit more involuntary since, recently. But um I mean, I can do more than just grow and shrink. It's just handy right now.
Yeah. Uh,
I swear if I wasn't afraid of getting crushed and grinded, I'd probably get in there actually and see if I can.
uh, I I would rather you not.
Right. Yep, won't do that. Sorry. Huh. Still though, hang on.
I don't know. It's
Here, can you like move tilt back like a little bit to the
um they do tilt aside. As a note, in terms of clothes, Kuno wears like just overalls and just a basic shirt. So like they had the sleeve rolled up so they could get to the shoulder.
Mhm.
Um, but like Kuno is, you know, like the story can't see everything essentially.
Mhm.
Uh,
Um they're really just like again getting a little smaller in order to get a better peek in there. Um it's, a little difficult.
uh, what if, can I ask what's, do you know the extent to which you can change like that?
Well, I mean, it depends. Uh, most tune stuff depends, but I mean, I could do this. It's not a tune thing. It's a me thing.
You
Here.
uh
Hmm.
you you don't have to answer me. I just curious from, I guess, one shapeshifter to another.
You good, dude? I'm cool.
It's, I'm all right now. Just I guess I miss it.
Well, I mean, I don't entirely understand how you work yet, but I can help. Hopefully, I'd like to. It's if what you can do is anything like me, then yeah, I understand. It's kind of uncomfortable if you leave it?
I didn't exactly ask to be too tall for every building I enter.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. As for the, I mean, extent of what I can do, in Inkwell, um, again, the limits depend. If it's funny, I probably can't do anything at all. But, I mean, if it's funny, I can also turn into a massive fucking shark.
Huh. Huh. They just kind of go thoughtful and quiet.
I mean, again, if you do need any more help either, I mean, I'm happy to help. Again, real kind machinery. And you're aside from my interest in you as an interesting thing, I mean, you've been pretty fun to talk to.
That's good to hear. You weren't. You weren't as bad as I was worrying, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, have you heard of me then? Who told you?
Uh, Chloe
Okay, yeah, what'd she say?
just told me to watch out for you,
She
really.
t- sorry. They like throw a tool off to the side. Hang on, she told you to watch out.
Yeah. Yeah, like, Khuno starts laughing once, Story starts getting upset.
No, oh my god, I'm gonna wring her neck.
Here, I'm freezing again. Okay.
Huh?
Discord froze again, sorry.
Oh, whoops.
I heard you say wring her neck, so.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm gonna wring her neck. I'm oh my god. I'm lovely. I mean, I told you, I admitted myself I do cause quite a few problems, but I'm not to be avoided.
If
I'm
I'm being
helping you.
honest, it seems a little bit like the pot calling the kettle black
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely
from
it
what
is.
I've seen of her.
I mean, you've met her. You must have, if you're staff. You've worked with her. She's. I love Chloe to the moon and back, but God! Pot calling Chloe. That's a fucking understatement. She's fun. I love her.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. I think I'm almost done with this, by the way. Maybe.
Here, let me. They just shift position again to see uh if Story
Oh,
like a better look or.
yeah. Hang on. Wait. Back just a tiny bit. Wait. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Ha. Perfect. Okay. Hang on. Thank you. Yes. Okay. We're almost done. Okay. I missed this. Hang. Just wait. And they're like squinting again, getting a little closer.
You got it.
I think so. I think so. Okay. One more sweep. One more look around. I think that should be everything. Maybe. It looks good. Um.
Kuno will like flex their fingers a little so Story can see like the extent of the like system of all the interlocking machinery that connects to their arm and everything.
Oh yes. Yeah. Wait. That's perfect.
And
Yeah.
it all seems to be fine.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right. Oh, wait. Turn your hand upright,
They
like over the.
follow as Story instructs.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. Uh, move your thumb in. Keep the rest of your fingers extended.
You got it.
Opposite now. Thumb out.
Hmm.
Okay. I think that looks fine. Everything should be working. Okay. Hmm?
If Story lets go, then they'll yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
They back up. Kick the stool back. Get a bit taller, and actually, I think they change at this point. They change shape. I don't. Let me see if I have one on hand. I've been using this dragony one that I have enjoyed recently. So, we're gonna ignore the sad little story in the corner, but let's go with this one for now. Just kind of like in that same motion that they kick the chair away, they kind of change into this shape, rather than the other one. Um, and they go, okay, give her a whirl, huh?
uh, gonna has to take a second to like watch the whole shape change thing happen. Or like to register that it's happened, like rather.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but once they do, they start maneuvering their arm just doing all the equivalent of stretches, basically, and
Yeah.
letting story, like, listen to see if anything's wrong. Uh, Everything seems to be functioning all right. It's like I said before, like, it wasn't that difficult of a fix because Kuno's a real kind. It all there's specific rules.
Hmm.
Uh,
If you want to do an insight on story also while you're,
Insight?
Mhm. It's not a high roll. It's just as a
Yep,
treat.
yep.
15.
Mhm.
It's very clear that as you're doing these little stretches and exercises and testing it out, making sure that it's all like working fine. Um, Story is like doing his job here, listening, trying to make sure um that everything's right. Um, but there's also kind of like a buzzing excitement. Um, at again, they've expressed that working with real kind machinery is a treat, not something that he's had the chance to actually tackle in a long time. So that kind of, hey, is this actually working? Did I follow the rules correctly? Did I remember what I needed to do? That excitement is there, and kind of maybe a little bit of anxiousness.
Everything feels all right.
Okay.
You did a good job. And I'll
Okay.
smile. And I'll smile at Sorry.
I did. Okay. Perfect. Oh, right. Okay. Hang on. Yes. Good. It works. It works. It's fine. And it feels good. And it's nothing's wrong.
Nothing feels wrong.
Nothing feels wrong. Woo! Okay. Okay. Yeah. Woo. Like I said. If you need anything else, I am so happy to help you. I. Hmm. And no, yeah, I'm gonna let that 15 carry over, and I'll tell you that they are like kind of holding their tongue. There's another thing that they want to like say to you, but they're
And
he's hmm?
you you had an and there, and looks like you trailed off.
It's well, I figure it's you're I've gotten a bit of my uh groundedness, respect for another person, back in this very moment. So I don't want to you're still an acquaintance to me, uh, and I don't want to get all mad sciencey on you yet, huh?
Uh, it takes them a moment to like register that. Um, yeah, I. Uh, thanks for waiting.
Yes, for
uh,
sure, of course, yes. Uh, but in the future,
it's just hard
if
to figure out how to respond to that in the moment.
no, I understand. I'm very excited. If you need anything fixed or built or altered or built upon, um, I'm your guy. Is that's all I mean to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, hey, I'm not charging you. You're friend of Chloe's, friend of the taverns. You live here now, I assume?
Yeah. Yeah. I've
Right.
I got rooms downstairs. Bit too
And you've been
heavy
here for
for
weeks, and I
both of
haven't
them.
seen you once.
I'm just as surprised as you are, if I'm being honest.
You. Okay, again, apologies for being a bit rude, baby, but you are 7 something up there? And
Seven,
not
seven.
7 7. And I mean, not the most silent, person I've ever met.
Nope.
Um, I am genuinely shocked. It's the environment. It's the us. It's the me.
I guess this is just how tunes work?
Yes, it is how tunes work. I mean, if you hang on, you said you were kind of new to the tune stuff, huh? If you ever need I'm not an expert, but I've done my research and I've been kind of specifically researching the rule of funny. So, um, if you need any descriptions or explanations on that as well, um, I have notes.
Maybe you could write a pamphlet.
Maybe I could. I mean, hang on. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, if we get travelers through here.
Oh, we do. And again, the tavern attracts all kinds of weird folk. Um, you're not the first person to not understand, really.
So, you know,
Hmm?
maybe it is a decent idea.
It might just be. It might just be. I mean, I'd have to reorganize all my notes and. Would you want to be a test reader, huh?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. I would. I am not very good at, boiling things down to something concise. So that'd be really helpful.
Yeah, I'll help you out with it.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. One more question, actually, before I let you go.
Shoot.
Do you remember what I was looking for before? Because I know I went to the closet for something.
The screws.
Screws. Yes, I think I'd have barreled past you.
uh, Khuno will, like, uh, as they're left in this lab, they'll, like, they figured out that Story has, like, a system with, like, all their stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they don't disrupt that system, but they do, like, straighten up some of the tools and, like, leave the tool like, a toolbox or whatever, like, where they remember Story finding it. So they, like, straighten things up as best they can before they leave
Oh.
the
Uh,
lab.
actually, do you want a bit of a short thing, maybe like a treat before you leave?
Oh, sure.
Um, roll me a perception at advantage because it's quiet in here.
At advantage. Okay. Can you 16 or 16?
Right. Maybe I'll take the 16. Um,
You're 22 with the mod.
uh, you hear in the corner of the room, uh, near that big pile up high, a vent creak and move open.
Um, if they hear that, they're going to, like, look. Like, hey, what? Hold on.
Um, there. You don't have my files anymore, so if anyone has a ref, I would love one. There is a little 1 foot tall robot, um, in the vent, kind of like shuffling themselves out of it. Um, it has a little sort of TV head screen, um, and a little cyan snile, and it looks at you, and it
Um,
just kind of freezes.
hey there. They smile and try to seem non-threatening.
Uh, mm, hello?
Uh, what you doing back here, huh?
What you doing back here? And it points at you.
I was taken back here for a little bit of repair work.
And it instantly kind of relaxes, and it jumps up onto a shelf nearby, and um, there's a short little animation, on its face of eyes rolling. Um, and it looks at you from the shelf, sits down on the edge of it, and goes, um, I see. Tall tail took you.
Um, Sorry, what was that? That was out of character. I can't. I missed
Mm,
that.
uh, I see. Tall Tale took you.
Tall. Pardon? Tall tale?
Tall Tale.
Uh, is that what you call story? Is it like a nickname?
Yes.
All right.
Your nickname?
Kuna. Uh,
Mm,
actually, I should ask this. Does Little Eight have it? Or assuming that's who this is, considering how the chat's been going off.
yep.
Uh, um, they're like computerized. Do they have any sort of translation software? I should ask.
Oh.
If they're
Ooh.
computerized, there's a chance they might have access to other things,
There.
but I don't know, which is why I'm asking.
Oh man, I hadn't considered this. Literally doesn't have a character sheet.
Ooh, that's absolutely fine. It's just like the thought process was like, okay, the computer connected to some kind of database, maybe other languages,
It's
but
possible
up to you. You could
it's po-
roll for it if you want. I don't know what
because
you. Languages is usually intelligence, history, maybe.
I'm thinking what my excuse for this might be because
Yeah.
it not before, not considering its redesign and the recent upgrades, maybe because this is Toon stuff.
Ah,
It's possible.
yeah. Tune logic. Tune logic. I got
Toon
you. I
logic.
totally got you. Um, yeah. Oh, if they don't have a sheet, you could roll a flat d20, and if it gets high enough, maybe.
Yeah, I'll roll a flat d20 and we'll see. We'll go from there. 14.
14, 14, 14. 'Cause it's technically, is it an exotic language? I should check that. Language. Do you count as exotic or standard? Because of the setting you are from, it counts as standard, so I will say 14 is high enough.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Little Eight, this person just told you their name was unknown.
Pardon?
Like, like the word unknown.
Pardon me?
Uh,
Pardon me?
uh, Kuno? Uh, or, wait. Um, do you speak Vidalcan?
Don't know.
Uh, Kuno has a moment where they just kind of like scratch at the side of their face. Uh,
Unknown.
yeah. Um,
Unknown.
it didn't have much of a name otherwise. Uh, technically it's short for Kuno Ridu, uh, which of course Little Eight would be able to understand. Unknown sample is what that is.
Ooh.
Uh, so I guess it is a nickname.
Identified. And it points at you.
Yep. Uh,
Identified. Nickname.
like I s- like I said, it was uh I said it was Kuno. That's all I really got.
Friend or foe.
Well, I work here, so friend, I hope.
Identified. And it had for most of that just sort of this little expression on its face, but once you go like, oh, I work here, they change it to this, and it grins at you, um, and then it gestures at itself, putting both of its hands on its little chest and goes, "Little 8-bit."
Gonna just like can't help but laugh as he watches, or I say he, they watch this. 'Cause they're not immune to baby. I'm just gonna be blunt. Um, uh, good to meet you, little late. Uh, I've got to get back to work now. Um,
Yes, pleasure to meet you. I live in the vents.
uh, do you need your own room?
No,
All right, I'll leave you to it.
thank
Uh,
you. Clean up. Thank you.
no problem.
And it does another big smile at you with the little oh this this symbol, these for its little eyes, like the ref. And it does a big wave at you and begins to scale the shelf downward.
Khuno will offer a big goofy wave back before they leave the lab and shut the door.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay, I got more lore than I thought I would. Little treat for me. Um, anything else you want to do?
um, I think that's all for them, if I'm being honest.
Okay, yeah, right, sounds good.
Uh,
Um,
I'm glad you got to do your lore too, though.
uh, thank you, listeners, past, present, future. Blah 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 blah. Nice to see you. Um,
Thank you for
yeah,
tuning in.
thanks for the FPS, Jazz.
Thank you too.
Had a lot of fun. Okay, thanks so much. Goodbye. Good night.
Goodbye.
Evening. Time zone. And we're good. I hope. I hope we're good. Okay.
Oh,
Well, we're
okay,
moving.
there everyone goes. Oh dear.
Okay. Thanks so much for the FPS again.
Yes. So glad to see you.
I'm jumping over.
Yeah, I'll also leave. Hold on.